let's talk about the way Kyle Shanahan is handling this quarterback competition. In my opinion, the Niners are in a tough spot right now because of him. Again, it comes down to his decision making. He decided we're not going to have a quarterback competition. I don't even need to see it. A rookie isn't going to beat out Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't even like Jimmy. That's why I traded up to number 3. I didn't even know who I wanted. I traded up to get a new quarterback. I can't stand Jimmy for a lot of reasons. But I don't want a quarterback competition. I want this kid to learn on the bench. I want to develop him the right way. Slow play it, not rush it. Okay. Well, that sounds great in theory, but you need Jimmy Garoppolo to be decent for that to work out. And you know he's not, Kyle. That's why you traded for Trey Lance. But then you kind of balked at the last minute and you were like, I don't know if Trey Lance is better than him. Maybe he'll be better than him next year. Jimmy's our starter. And you give Jimmy all the reps with the starters in camp. And what does he give you? A bunch of picks. And now you're second guessing yourself. Like, damn. If Jimmy starts this season, we're not having a winning record. We're going down. We're having another losing season. He's worse than he was last year. He somehow is worse. And so now you're in a position where on August 22nd, you're getting Trey Lance his first meaningful reps with the starters in a preseason game. You waited until the second, like this Friday, to get him in, throws with the starters in a practice. And then he comes out now, and I feel like what we're seeing with Lance is a guy who hasn't played with the starters. He looks a little out of sync with the rest of the offense because he's been playing with the poo-poo platter of backup and second stringers all offseason. And now you're like, damn, Jimmy's really blowing it. Let's see what Trey Lance has late in the process. When really, instead of just assuming that Jimmy would be better because he's older, make it a competition. You could have known this weeks ago. You could have seen the difference weeks ago. And you could have given Trey Lance a real opportunity to be ready to start week 1, whatever ready is. As ready as he could possibly be. Instead, you're in a situation now where you're like, well, we can't play Jimmy, but is Trey ready? I don't know. He's 13 of 28 right now with a bunch of drops, but it's debatable whether Trey Lance is ready. He hasn't had that lights out performance that you'd like. He could happen next week, but Jimmy's crumbling and Trey is playing catch up because Kyle didn't see this coming. Raise your hand if you saw this coming. Raise your hand. I saw it coming. Kyle, this is why you traded for Trey Lance. I have to think if the Niners drafted Mac Jones, Jones would have been getting a lot of reps with the starters in camp. Same with Justin Fields. Why did you wait this long? Maybe it won't be a big deal. Maybe 3 weeks is enough to get Trey Lance ready to start week 1. But if he's not ready, and you see that next week against the Raiders, and you start Jimmy Garoppolo, and he flops and you lose week 1, you lost that game, Kyle, because you didn't get Trey Lance ready to start. You were focused on Jimmy and then realized you had an epiphany on like August 20th. Oh, Trey Lance is my best quarterback. Damn. I should have figured that out 3 weeks ago. I feel like Kyle's been a little reactive here and didn't really make the best call with how he divvied up quarterback reps in preseason. Now, to be fair, he's pivoting hard at this point. So let's see if it's not too late. I'll take some more questions. Serena, thank you. Ozbauki, thank you. You new members. Jay and Zay says, didn't see Debo mad in the sidelines. Who he mad at? I don't know. I didn't see that. I will get back to you. I'll ask him. Hey, Debo, who you mad at? Why are you mad? With a name like Debo, though, I mean, what more would you expect? Timothy says, we need to talk about Trey's 2-point conversion. I was there. Even Chargers fans were hyped. Disregard the flag. Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that they're going to let him do all the time, the actual running element. He's going to be one of the better running quarterbacks in the league. Like, Kyler Murray is really good. Trey's way bigger than him. You can run him with less of a conscience. He's built to run. He's built to take a beating. He's like a bigger Steve Young. Vikrant, I'm not saying as a runner. I'm not saying as a passer. Vikrant S says, where do you place the Niners in the NFC West and NFC overall after seeing 2 preseason games? I felt like the Niners could win 13 games with Trey Lance this year. I'm a little concerned that he hasn't really been prepped this offseason to do that. And no matter who the Niners quarterback is, this team could struggle in September. So I'm still sticking with 11 wins. I think they can get to 11. It's a really good team, really good defense. They just got to figure out who their quarterback is and get the dude like ready. Why aren't they ready? Because they can't decide. They can't commit to one person. To here, thank you. LeBron Gems says, should the Niners bring in Steve Young to teach Trey Lance how to be a mobile quarterback? I don't think Steve Young wants to work like that. But yeah, they should bring. Hey, how about Jeff Garcia, man? Jeff Garcia has been dying to be a quarterback coach forever. He has the skill set that could definitely benefit Trey Lance. I mean, all the scrambling that Jeff Garcia did. He wants to be a coach. Steve Young gets paid a bunch of money just to talk. And I'm just telling you, as someone who gets paid a bunch of money to talk, it's preferable to working really hard and being a coach or a player. So I don't know about Steve if he wants to do that life, but Jeff, I would think so. Jeff, someone call him up. I mean, really, what the hell does Rich Scangarello know about playing quarterback? Did he ever play that position? Honestly. Thank you, Barry and Baller. That's why you're the baller. Kev says, Grant, is Jimmy definitely the quarterback Brady was referring to? I don't know. I don't know. Could have been Trubisky. Worried about Lance's bullet balls. He's talented, but how many drops, tips, etc. are we going to see? Fair amount. But I think you're still going to see fewer picks from him than Garoppolo, which is the most important thing. Ain't nobody going to do well behind our trash O-line. Yeah, that's a problem. If Jalen Moore is starting week 1, Niners going to lose that game. But I don't think he will. But if he does, they're going to lose. JB Big Bag Bullies says Kyle needs to be looked at. Some of his calls is out of control. How does your future quarterback doesn't have chemistry with the ones with Jimmy injury history? Yeah, they should have been giving Trey Lance reps with the starters way sooner. I don't know why it needed to come to this. You traded up to number 3 for this guy. You should have acted like you liked him. All of a sudden, you're like, I don't know. Unacceptable considering how well Mac Jones and Justin Fields are playing. Get Trey Lance in the freaking game because Jimmy Garoppolo ain't it.